Okay. 3, 2, 1.
We know you're busy and respect your valuable time. So this is your daily dose of 5-minute news with Jay Thomas. Take it away, Jay.
Nah, I'm taking it. Thank you, Mr. Announcer. Look, this is our Oklahoma segment of news. We did one about Metzger yesterday, or a little bit ago. So I have my green nipple shirt on. The wife bought this. The boss bought this for me. Says it shows off my eyes. Does it? Does it, Cece? Yeah, I like it. I love the shirt, except my nipples poke out. I'm not going to show you. Get out of here, you sick human beings. Anyway, this is our Oklahoma frolic through the news. Here we go. First up, this is from the Tulsa World. Michael Decker. And it says Google reveals data center plans. And it starts off, Google on Thursday officially announced 2 data centers in Muskogee County, both located southeast of the city of Muskogee. The data centers will be built near Summit, a historically black town about 7 miles south of downtown Muskogee. Okay. And Council Hill. There's nothing here if Council Hill was a historically white town, so I'm going to assume that it was, Oh, it's the near the first capital of the Muskogee Nation, about 25 miles southeast of the city. Wasn't that nice? Here's the thing that you should be focusing in on. Each facility will be built on hundreds of acres of land. Hundreds of acres, each one. These are huge. But it says Oklahoman first reported back in November 10th. All right, Cece, how many people do you think will be working at the data centers once they're completed and they're up and running and they're going to hire staff? How many people you think? A couple hundred? 1,000? Oh, you did very good. You said 100 each, or yeah, well, that's actually pretty good. It's about 50 each. It takes about 50 people to maintain, run, update things, and security, and that's it. There'll be about 100 jobs. You're right. There you go. So about 100 jobs over both those facilities. In Muskogee, and that's it. This is a $9 billion investment, so it's pretty big. Congratulations to Muskogee County. That's fine. I like this. What I don't like is the governor's there, the mayor's there, everybody's there, and they're all saying how great it's going to be. The point is there's this like. Have you ever been on Nextdoor? Have you ever gone on Nextdoor? I'm on it because I like to hear people complain. What? Yeah, it's right. Nextdoor is a website that is for your neighbors in the community to complain. And if you go on it, well, not right now, but I'm on it, and I read something this morning, and I keep reading this. People are shocked that their water bills and their electric bills are skyrocketing. And you can trace that right back to these data centers. It goes on. The Thursday release from Google says this: Google is committed to responsibly growing its infrastructure by bringing new energy resources onto the grid. New energy resources. Pay attention. Paying for the costs associated with its operations as it should, and supporting community energy efficiency and water initiatives. What do you think we have a lot of here in Oklahoma? Water. We have all those dammed lakes, lakes that dams with dams, actual infrastructure. They have dammed lakes. You know, they have 10 killer out in Muskogee. They have the tail end of Eufaula, I believe. So you have Eufaula. We have 10 killer, Ooliga, Skiatook, Grand Lake. I mean, we have a lot of dammed lakes all over Oklahoma, and this is what Google is looking at: giant puddles of water that they can suck off of. Don't at me at this. Here's the release also says OG&E and Google are working together to develop long-term contracts under which Google will purchase electric services from OG&E and cover infrastructure costs required to directly serve them. That's the whole point. I'll get to that in a minute. And then Google announced 2 long-term power purchase agreements, PPAs, that will add 600 megawatts of clean, new energy to Oklahoma's electricity grid. The new PPAs include energy from Rush Spring Solar and High Spring Solar projects, operated by Nextra Energy Resources. Brought to you by Nextra. Okay. These plants, these data centers are not going to use solar power. They're going to suck energy from the OG&E energy plant in Muskogee, the electric plant, because they need reliable, constant energy, which only conventional electric generating stations can provide. And that's why they're purchasing the electric services from OG&E directly. They're not purchasing it from Rush Spring Solar or High Spring Solar or Nextra. They're not purchasing it from there. They're purchasing it from OG&E. And they're sucking water. This thing where it says, energy efficiency and water initiatives, that's MBA talk. That's somebody has an MBA, and this is what they did. They came up with this gobbledygook, and this is MBA speak for I'm going to suck all the electrical power from around everywhere, and also your water. So that's what you have to be. That's what you have to be watching out for. It really is. It's that simple. I'd like to have these plants here, but they have to pay for their water and their electrical. Okay, on to Mayor Nipples, Mayor 5 Cent. Okay. Nipples, this is from, who is this? Oh, our friend Kevin Canfield, Tulsa World, our old pal. Nipples continues tax push. Thursday's State of the City speech by Mayor Monroe Nipples was a lot like his first speech, his first State of the City address last week. So Mayor 5 Cent is taking another bite out of the apple. That's what that means. He's big on listing accomplishments and goals and replete with encouraging language about Tulsa's future. Of course, he's a politician, so he's blah, blah, blah. Okay, the typical State of the City speech, in other words. That's true. Okay. So he gets that, Kevin gets that right. But what Mayor Nipples wants is a 20% tax increase on sales tax here in Tulsa. And he reaches back 4.5 decades, 45 years. He reaches back and he drags poor old white dead Jim Inhofe out of the grave, and he quotes him there. This is what Nipples says. As we look ahead, we have to be honest with ourselves and about the moment we are in. They always talk like this. Democrats always talk like this. They're all mealy-mouthed This is Obama speak. This is Obama, socialist speak. The moment we are in. It goes on. 4.5 decades ago, Mayor Jim Inhofe put forward an increase in the city sales tax, and he said, "I'd much prefer, and it would be a lot easier to be against it, but we can't sit here and let Tulsa rot from the inside." I want to tell you people right now, the good people of Tulsa, that we are not rotting from the inside because Mayor Nipples doesn't have his 20% tax increase. That's not what's going on. We don't have lights. We don't have street lights, and we drive around in the dark. Not because he doesn't have the 20% sales tax increase. We do it because some tweakers stole 30 miles of copper wire. And how did they do that? Don't we have police? Isn't there anybody up? How did they go out and steal 30 miles of wire from the street lights? Aren't the street lights on? Isn't there electricity going to them? How'd they do this? With no one noticing, because no one knows where that metal went. No one knows where all that copper went. So the city's being run poorly doesn't mean it needs to have 20% tax increase on its sales taxes. That's just, well, those are two. There you go. There's your news roundup. It's only 11 minutes 51 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, of chewy goodness. So go out. It's Friday. Have a nice. Quit looking at my nipples. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. We will see you next week. Bye bye.